Second Baruch 73, 1 through 3. And it shall come to pass, when he has brought low everything that is in the world. We know this is coming, the Most High. This is his prophecy. He's going to bring low everything that's high. And the things that's low, he's going to make them high. And has sat down in Shalom for the age of the throne of his kingdom, that gladness shall then be revealed, and rest shall appear. This is saying Shalom will be revealed. Shalom will appear, and the people will have rest. Then healing shall descend in dew, and disease shall withdraw. These are the diseases in our bodies, withdrawing. And anxiety and anguish and lamentation. This is what we had passed from among men. Why we had anxiety, anguish, lamentation? Because our life hanged in a balance. Death was at the door. We're walking through the valley of the shadow of death. Death is everywhere. And gladness proceeds through the whole earth. We know this is the act of the Most High. None of these governments today will do this. None. As long as they're in charge, we will have wars and death. War after war. No time for shalom. No peacetime. They don't believe in peacetime. Babylon don't believe in peacetime. And no one shall again die untimely. We have been dying untimely. Mothers and fathers can't have shalom when their kids dying at 6 and 7 and 12 years old. Nor shall any adversity suddenly befall. No more at this point. Second Baruch 61, 1 through 7. And the bright 6 waters which you did see. This is the time in which Dude and Solomon were born. And there was at that time, understand what happened in the period back in the days when they was in Shalom. This is a time of Shalom. The building of Sion and the dedication of the house of the Most High. See, when this went on, they had Shalom. And the shedding of much blood of the nations that commit iniquity. See, we don't have shedding of the blood of those that's committing iniquity. We have shedding of the innocent blood today. And many offerings which were offered then in the dedication of the house. Anytime there's a beginning, starting over, dedication of the house, dedication of the tabernacle, there are many offerings that they gave. In our last Shabbat class, we went through the offerings of dedication before they began their offerings, their daily offerings. And each son, they were required. And shalom and tranquility existed at that time. See, at this time, there was shalom. It was theirs because they were doing what the Most High told them to do. And they had something we have never seen before. Tranquility, shalom. It existed at that time. It's saying at that time because it's going to be taken away. Shalom will be taken from the earth. This is what the scripture is saying. This is what we at today. And wisdom was heard in the assembly. Wisdom. You see, all we hear today are lies. We hear lies everywhere. That's why we have to stay strictly in the Most High's word to get rid of the lies. And the riches of understanding were magnified in the assembly of the people. They had great understanding. With shalom comes the understanding. And the Kadash festivals were fulfilled. They were able to keep the Kadash days in Baraka and in much gladness. In the judgment of the rulers was then seen to be without guile. The judgment was right. They were right judgments. We don't see this today. We see wicked judgment, evil judgments. And the righteous of the precepts of the Mighty One was accomplished with truth. We never seen this ever. We haven't seen this. And the Lamb which was then beloved by Yahuwah. See, most of our people don't care about the land, but you see who the land is beloved by, and the land which was then beloved by Yahuwah. When then? When it was a time of shalom. And because of its inhabitants, they did not commit iniquity. It was magnified beyond all lands. At this point, this land is the ruler of all land. It's magnified beyond all lands. Right now, Babylon is magnified beyond all lands. See, that's twisted. That's backwards. That's the law of reversal. And the city, Sion, ruled them over all lands and regions. See, Sion was that place that was ruling the earth. That's where the rulership comes from. Where the rulership comes from today? Babylon. You got it. This is the son. This is one of Yasharal's sons, Dan. 5. I'm going to read 10 through 13. And there shall arise unto you from the sons of Yehuda and of Louis the salvation of Yahuwah. Be careful with these two sons. The Most High, this is how, see, once again, without him, there is no salvation. Without him, there is no shalom. Without him, there is no prophet. Without him, there is no savior. We have to keep saying this till some of the people understand. Oh, I get it now. I understand now. Without the Most High, we're finished. We're done. We're nothing. We can't even have prophets. And he shall make war against the enemy and execute an everlasting vengeance on our enemies. This is what the Most High is going to do. And the captivity shall he take from the enemy. Beliar. He's going to take that captivity from them. See, we were in captivity under this rule. The souls of the righteous, and turn disobedient hearts unto Yahuwah. In Christianity, in the camps, we were disobedient hearts. That's why I had to do the video, Murder in the Camp. They are disobedient hearts. And give to them that call upon him eternal shalom. The Most High is in his heart to give to the righteous eternal shalom. It belongs to you if you're righteous and keep his word. He wants you to have this. Shalom, you have to say it. Shalom is mine. In the midst of this video, stop it, pause it, say it. Shalom is mine. Look up, don't look down. Look up to him and say, Shalom is mine. And the righteous shall rest in Eden. And in the new Jerusalem, there will be a new Jerusalem. It has to be cleansed. It has to be cleaned up. It has to be built up. It will be anointed. It will be cleansed. It will be purified. It will become the new Jerusalem. What's over there now is an abomination. Remember, it's being read down by Gui until the times of Gui are fulfilled. So the righteous will rejoice, and it shall be unto the splendor of Yahuwah forever. That land will be for the splendor of Yahuwah forever. And no longer shall Jerusalem endure desolation. It's desolation right now. Those fake places they got over there, those are not the right places. It's a desolation. Not one stone shall be left upon another. Here we see stones. We see walls. They said this was part of the house. That's a lie. Nor Yasharal be led captive. No more captivity. I told you, this is the last captivity. No more shall Yasharal be led captive. For Yahuwah shall be in the midst of it, living amongst men. The Most High will be in the midst. And if we have any type of uncleanness in us, we have to leave from out of the assembly, of the camp, of the people. And the Most High will be living among men, not living in us. That came from Christianity. He does not live in us. We couldn't even come to the base of the mountain. When he came down upon the mountain became most Kadash. We couldn't even go to the base of it. Not touch it. Go to the base of it, lest they die. And you're telling me, Christian religion telling me that lives in me? He lives in me? No. You don't know how Kadash he is. He wouldn't even come into our wicked bodies. He would be defiled. We would be dead. And the Kadash one of Yasharah shall reign over it in humility and in poverty. And he who believe on him shall reign amongst men in truth. He's going to reign amongst men in truth. Dancing Scrolls, page 338. You will conceal the truth until it's time. The Most High concealed this truth until it's time, and righteousness until its appointed moment. Remember, in the wilderness is where the righteous will receive the information, the true knowledge, no lies. Your rebuke shall become my gladness, and my scourges shall turn into eternal healing and everlasting shalom. It belongs to us. Shalom is ours. It's mine. It belongs to the righteous. We have to know this. It's in our grasp. The ones in the borders, shalom is in our grasp. We have it. Isaiah 26, 1 through 4. And in that day, what day? Here it is, that day. In that day, this song will be sung in the land of Yehuda. We're talking about New Jerusalem. In that day, the song in the land of Yehuda. Here we go, right back. We're right back within the borders. At the end, we're right back within the borders. We have a strong city. And Yahuwah will appoint salvation for the walls and the barracks. This is the defensive wall. No enemies coming in this. Open the gates, allow the people to come in, that the righteous nation, which keeps the truth, may enter in. Here are your other people. Here are your righteous people, the other nations. See, that the righteous nation enter in. The truth may be entered. They have Most High's truth. They are in covenant with the Most High. You will keep him in perfect shalom. The Most High will keep his people in perfect shalom. Whose mind stayed on him. We must keep our mind on him. Because he trusts in you. We spend hours and hours and hours studying. We spend hours and hours and hours in Shabbat class. We spend hours and hours and hours reading his word. See, our mind stayed on him. Because he trusts in you. Trust in Yahuwah forever. For in Yah. We're getting a clue here. What's his name? We can't find his name. But here it is. In the new KJV, you will see for in Yah. Who is Yah? I had to ask my mom, who is Yah? We don't know who Yah. If you ain't Christianity, you don't know who Yah is. I'm sorry to tell you, you're in many of the camps. You don't know who Yah is. For in Yah, Yahuwah. Yahuwah is everlasting strength. We don't know. We don't know. Who is this Yah? Who is this? And all the others are named from this name. Wisdom of Sirach 50 and 23. May the Most High give you gladness of your heart. May he give you the gladness of your heart and grant that shalom, that it may be in our days in Yasharah as in the days of old, as in the days of what we just read. Dude, Solomon had a time of shalom. Those were the days of old. Remember, this new way, this first century new Christian stuff, that wasn't the way. We have to go back to the ancient. The scripture always point back to the ancient, as in the days of old. Not this first century madness. They were way off track. That's how we got scattered in all the lands. So make sure you understand. Very simple message, but powerful. That shalom is yours. Don't let anyone take your shalom. Stay away from the wicked. In order to keep your shalom, you must stay away from the wicked. Shalom.